Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to a new episode or video, I guess, for Legends of the Five Rings, the card game, the living card game. For this 4-part video, we are going to go over the clan packs. And you might be like, 4, but there's 7 clans. Yes, there surely is. But I have only so far been able to obtain these 4. Crane, Phoenix, Scorpion, and Unicorn. So, the, Lion, Dragon, and Crab still elude me, but if I get them, hopefully I can find them. I can do I'll do separate videos for all of them as well. So we're gonna do one video per each different deck. So what is in a clan pack, or what makes a clan pack unique, is each one is going to have 78 new cards. So it's about Dynasty Cycle has 120 new cards about, so this has about half of that, a little more than half actually. There's going to be 3 copies of 25 different cards and 1 copy of 3 different cards, and the 3 different cards are your Stronghold, your Province, and each pack will have a new role card, which is really cool. But what you're also going to get is you're going to being what there is why they're called clan packs, is so for each clan, the majority of all the cards are going to be for that clan. Then there is a supplementary or extra 3 copies of each, but 1 brand new card for each other clan, either in the Dynasty or Conflict deck. And then there's a couple of unclaimed cards as well that can be used to help boost it as well. So this is a really great way if you find a clan that you really like. And these are the 4 easiest ones to find, so hopefully you like these 4. But yes, if you really like the clans, these are really cool ways to be able to just augment your deck a little bit better. So it'll be fun to dive in and see how they pick up some of the themes, or if they add any kind of new things that weren't maybe in some of the extra clan or the extra Dynasty packs or box sets. I don't believe there's any new keywords at all. Each one is going to come with a little booklet, which has just kind of like an idea of what the clan pack sort of does. Little kind of stories or information about some of the characters or whatever. And then a cool little background. But like nothing extra cool like that. Alright, so let's hop into our packs. Alright, for this clan pack, we're going to look at Disciples of the Void, the Phoenix clan pack. This will be interesting to see what they do, because the Phoenix clan tends to play around with all 5 elements pretty much equally. So I wonder if this is going to be more just focused on them getting Void stuff versus everybody else. So yeah, we'll definitely have to hop in and see what they do. Yeah, so here they're actually going to get a little novella, Chapter 1, Spirit of the Sword. So this is actually a sampling chapter of one of the novellas, which is a little bit different than some of the other ones. Doesn't really explain anything that's going to be in there, so yeah. So there's the book that you can pick up to get that if you want to get the full story for this. That's kind of a neat little thing, like a sample chapter. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hop right into this. We're going to start with a brand new Stronghold. Alright, so our brand new Stronghold here is the Kuigen Isawa. Now, I just want to check something here. Yeah, so just as a quick note, the Crane one was also a Kuigen, so I think all the clan packs are going to have a new Kuigen, but it's just going to be named, I think it's kind of like, must be like base mansion, and then Isawa is one of the, family names, so it's probably like their like big home or ancestral home. So this is a library and a palace. It says action. During a conflict, bow this stronghold and play a spell event from your conflict discard pile as your hand. Remove that event from the game. Oh, neat. So basically you'll play any spell a second time, but that's the only time you're ever going to get it. But it could be very helpful. You really need that extra ability. So on the bottom they have 11 Honor, which is 1 more than the typical deck. Still 7 Fate, but they also have 10 Bamboo for crossover clans. Cool. Our brand new province is the Sanpuku Saido, a shrine. Cannot be a stronghold province. While resolving a conflict act as private, characters count their glory instead of their military and political skill. Ooh, that is definitely an interesting effect. There's a lot of cards that have 0 glory. Interesting. One of the coolest things I love about these clan packs is we have brand new role cards. So the previous role cards all had either Keeper Seeker on one side, and then they were the 5 elements. And we have a lot of deck building stuff that requires one of those roles if you want to use these cards. This one is just the Phoenix. Support of the Phoenix just for the clan. It says increase your deck building influence by 8. You may only spend influence on Crane cards. So what makes this different than the other ones is the deck building influence on the other cards. I actually just have one here so we can show that off. If you're playing the Keeper side, you increased it by 3, so you actually get 5 more points. But the difference is those were for spending on other clan cards, and it's still counted toward your deck total. This basically increases your deck total by 8 extra points worth of cards. So you get 8 extra, which can be anywhere from 1 to 8 extra cards in your deck that are only of that Phoenix clan. The other side just lets you play an additional province of that element. So it's kind of neat here is if you're going to play a single clan deck anyhow, and you don't even have to. You can still mix in a couple other cards. You're going to play a lot more single than mixing stuff. This will let you play a bunch of extra cards, which is a really neat idea. Alright, let's hop right into these. We have the Fire Tensai Initiate. Shujinja Fire Scholar. 1, no cost anything, right? But 2, can you coax your mind from wandering and keep the original oneses? Like Kawa Shinji. So right here, characters are going to come in, they're going to basically be useless unless one of 2 things happen. You boost them up somehow, or you play this brand new Stronghold, which right now it's a 2/2. So that's pretty cool there. That's a neat combination. I always love that stuff. Pacifist Philosopher. Courtier. Reaction. After a player passes on declaring a conflict, gain 1 fate. Limit twice per round. Use your sword. You'll only prove me correct. Ooh, so if you need some extra fate and you decide not to attack or hold off for a turn, first you need character Shiba Tensu. Bushi. Reaction after you play a spell during a conflict. Until the end of this conflict, this character gets +1/+1 unlimited. All that matters is I serve my class to the best as I am able. That is neat. That works really well with the Stronghold, right? Where you can play an extra one because you get a bonus from once playing from the discard pile. Inquisitive Ishika. Shugenja of the Void. During a conflict, each card that has a trait that matches an element of the contested ring has its cost reduced by 1. There is something formless before the universe was born, serene, empty infinity, from the skulls of the starry heaven sanctuary. Each card is so interesting. So yeah, if you're the Phoenix like to play around with their rings, and they like to return rings and use rings multiple times or add them to the extra conflict, so they can kind of decide what cards they want to make cheaper, which means they can play more larger cost cards that are more powerful. Cool. We have the Fire Elemental Guard. A lot of fire and not as much of void as you would have expected from Masters of the Void. Shugenja Fire Army. No attachments except spells. Action. During a conflict and you have played 3 or more spells, choose an attachment and discard that attachment. Nice. So if you play enough flames, you can remove someone else's attachments. Interesting. We have Takio Temple Protector, who's a monk. This character is defending opponent's card effects to not move it. Action. While this character is defending, choose a participating character until the end of the conflict. Set this character's base military and political skill to the chosen character's current skill value. Nice. So they can basically match your opponent. Oh, he's already a 3/3, so he's only going to be better if he's matching a higher cost card. We have the box art, unique character, Asawa Tagaka, Shugenja, Master, Earth, Elemental Master. This is a giant cycle. I'm hoping that, like, throughout the entire thing, they get an Elemental Master for each element. I imagine they will, but who knows if someone else is paying that much of attention. Each opponent cannot play copies of event cards that are in his or her conflict discard pile unless the melt or the earth ring is in that player's claim pool. As Melton's roots run deep, I shall not be moved. Interesting. So this would be good for playing against some other Phoenix. If they're trying to pull cards out. Not sure how many other clans are. Scorpions maybe are trying to pull stuff out sometimes. But yeah, it really reduces it. Interesting. Always interesting stuff. The Fushio creature fire mythic spirit. Interesting. A 6-cost 6/6 bird. No attachments. So we haven't seen this. We've seen a couple of creatures before. But either they've been like a horse to ride on, or like we had the one set with a creature for each clan. I've only seen one other mythic creature or character, and that was the Emperor. I don't know if I've seen Spirit before. This is kind of cool. It's kind of like a Kami almost. Interrupt. When a character leaves play, choose up to one Phoenix character in your Dynasty discard pile. Put this character in play with one fake on it. Yeah. So it's like the Rising of the Phoenix. So whenever your character has died, this character leaves play, you resummon him as that. It's already a 6/6 character, so it's going to be a little bit hard to take. I mean, it has 6 fates. So you're probably not going to drop too much extra fate on, but you might, but even if it does get taken out. Alright, our last Crane card, or last Phoenix card in the Dynasty half of the deck is new holding called Secluded Shrine. The shrine that says reaction. After the conflict phase begins, choose a ring. Until the end of the phase, you are considered to have that ring in your claimed pool. So this is really great. So it lets you pick out whatever ring you need. Awesome. Then we're going to look at other clan cards. We have 3 copies of one of each type for all the other clans. If this clan follows the same as the Crane clan deck, these are going to be characters because they're in your Dynasty deck, means you can't include these in your Phoenix deck here. They're going to be cards that work well against the Phoenix, which is the idea. And they're all unique characters. So we have Higa Immoral, is a 4 military. Bushi and Berserker. Force reaction. After a player passes on declaring a conflict, that player must sacrifice a character he or she controls. Nice. So we could have a card in the Phoenix that said, lets you gain a bonus for passing. So this guy kind of counters that. For the Cranes, we have Doji Shigeru, Courtier. Reaction. After your opponent plays an event during a conflict in which a character is participating, the opponent chooses to discard a card from his hand. It's humbling to be mistaken for the beautiful lady Sheik. Yeah, stopping these guys from playing events is very, very good. For the Dragon Clan, Toshiki Takakatsu, Monk and Heretic. Defending player chooses the element, but not the type, during each conflict declared against him or her. The choice is made before the conflict. The attacking characters and attacked provinces are chosen. The ant and the beetle are equal beneath the sun. The beetle and the ant are equal beneath the moon. Interesting. So how does this really work against the Phoenix? So they get to choose the elements. They're kind of gaining their battlefield, but then now you get to choose the type. I guess it works well because of the defending player, right? I'm just thinking if you're attacking. But if it's their turn and they're attacking, now you get to choose what theirs is. You get to mess up their plans. Yeah, so that could work. For the Lions, we have Ikoma Sagnuri, Bushi, and Commander. Action. During a conflict, this character is participating. You control 3 or more participating Bushi characters. During a conflict, each participant character you control gets +1/+1. So this just really boosts the lines because they like to have a lot of stuff. So I think it just works because you're going to have Mike over the Phoenix. Now, there's no Scorpion in there because the Scorpion will be in the conflict deck, so we're going to jump right to the Unicorn. So we have Moko Nigaru, Bushi, and Cavalry. Action. When those characters participating in a military conflict, choose a participating character with the highest glory in the conflict. You choose in case of a tie, move that character home. And we just showed that the Phoenix had some stuff where they wanted to have higher glory, so that definitely works there. Honors for those who have no deeds in their name. Awesome. So those are our Dynasty cards. And then we're going to hop back into the Phoenix with our Conflict deck. So we have a unique character. We have Kaito Kasori, Monk, Shugenja, and Air. During each air conflict, if you control at least one participating character, and if this character is in your home area, it contributes its skill to your side. One air, one choice cannot be recalled. Oh, that's fun. So if you have someone else participating, this character can keep adding its bonuses to the battle. So basically, you can pump it up. It can sit at home and protect you from afar. We have an attachment. Favor of the Kami. Condition. Attached character is +1 glory. That's nice. Imagine just teaming this up with our very first character we saw. Right? So they have 0/0. So keep them at 0/0, but it's going to cost them 1. But you could drop them on to give them the extra 1 glory, and then use that province game of a bonus for each of their glories. So now it's a 3/3, and it only costs you 1 fate to keep it out there. So you drop the extra fate to make that character more powerful. Like air, invisible. Like water, formless. Like earth, unchanging. Like fire, powerful. Azawa's elements. Nothing like the void, though. We have the Katana of Fire. Again, a lot of fire for a thing called Keepers of the Void. Maybe it's because they're keeping the void back, not using it. Spell, fire, weapon. Play only if you control a Shugenja character and restricted. Attached character gets +1 military for each fire card you control. Attached character gets +2 military might while the fire ring is in your claimed pool. That is pretty cool. And now I'm imagining attaching it to this character. No attachment, just spell. During a spell, if you have played 3 or more spell cards, choose an attachment to discard that attachment. But yeah, you could give it an extra 1 there. So +1 for each fire card you control. Which, this is a fire card, so it's +1 there. And then +1 there, so it's a 6. And then if you have that ring, it's a 7/8. That's pretty cool. That's cool. We got new philosophies. I love getting new philosophies. I love the artwork on them. Path of the Man. Kiho and philosophy. Reaction after you win a conflict by 5 or more, gain 2 fate. Nice. So basically beefing up your characters to win. It is the nature of man to walk the path. It is the nature of the man to turn from the path. This is the nature of man. Shinsu's gift. Apocryphal. It does cost 4 bamboo if you want to include that somewhere. So philosophies are usually pretty like that. They work really well with your deck. You want to include them somewhere else, they cost you a lot. Wholeness of the world. Spell and earth. Interrupt. When a ring in your claimed pool would be returned to the unclaimed pool, it remains claimed instead. The master understands the universe is out of control. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. Interesting to keep your cards in there. We have Clarity of Purpose, Spell and Water. Action during a conflict, choose a character you control. Until the end of that conflict, opponent's effects cannot bow that character. Does not bow as a result of conflict resolutions during political conflicts. Awesome. Our last Phoenix card is a Karmic Twist. Spell and Void. So we have our Void card finally. Action. Choose a non-unique character with 1 or more fate on it. Move each fate from that character to a non-unique character with no fate on it, controlled by the same player. So sacrificing 1 character to make another. It is not my fate, it is ours. So yeah, basically making one non-unique character. So that's kind of cool. So you play like an early character. Like we had that one we just showed with the 0 cost or 1 cost. The game's bonus for no having glory and stuff. Drop a bunch of fake on that, right? So keep it around while you can. But also now you play another character on like turn 3, it's a little bit better. All of a sudden, boom, you can drop this and move a bunch over. That'd be cool. We have our Scorpions. We have Yogo Kikiyuko. Shugenja of Earth. That's a cool artwork. Interrupt. When there's effects of a spell event and your opponent plays during a conflict with initiate, put this character into play, cancel those effects. Not on my watch. Nice. You sneak them in and get canceled. So again, this works really well against the Fate deck. Or against the Phoenix Clan. It's also neat because like having like one group in the conflict almost means, hey, this is kind of like the clan that they could team up with as well. Kind of like, oh, if I'm gonna play as the unicorn, this is a good one to do that with. All right, then we have some unclaimed cards. We have Guardian Kami, which is a spirit. Keeper role only. While this character is defending, sacrifice it, resolve the ring effect of the contested ring as if you won the conflict as the attacking player. Neat. And then kind of like the opposite of that, then is we have the Kami Unleash, which is another spirit, but seeker role only. While this character is attacking, sacrifice it, resolve the ring effect of the contested ring as if you won the conflict as the attacking player. So it's the same idea, but one is for defending and one is for attacking. It just depends on if you want to be a keeper or a seeker as well. And then our last card of the deck is Walking the Way. Spelling air, control only if you play a Shugenja character. Reduce the cost to play this card by 1, so it becomes free. It says if you play, not you have to control 1. Action, look at the top 3 cards of your dynasty deck. Discard a card from the province you control. Put one of those deck cards in that province face up. Shuffle. Oh, so it's cool. This is how you get a specific character out, or maybe a holding. So that is a really fun idea. So yeah, this is a really great way to supplement your deck if you like playing as the Phoenix. Like I was saying, all the clan packs, I don't think I would necessarily buy it for just one of the other cards unless you can get it really cheap. Like if you really want just the unicorn card, it's probably not worth it. Some of the unclan cards are really cool as well, but yeah, reinforces having a bunch of extra spell cards. Playing around with the glory is a neat idea as well, and the unclaimed stuff. So yeah, some really neat, interesting stuff in this deck. So yeah, you want to up your Phoenix clan and play a bunch of different elements, this is the deck for you. Or you want to add them into one of your other clans. It's a great way to do that too. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out the other clan packs. See you later. Bye.